I'd like to thank you, Your Highness. What a lot of people don't know, I think my staff is very surprised by it. You and I have been friends for a long time. We've been good friends. And what they don't know about you is that you are considered a truly great warrior. And you've been through the wars. You're a great warrior, a very strong man, a brilliant man, a man of vision, like few others, and highly respected. When they know you, there's tremendous respect, and you're so respected in the Middle East that it's really amazing. You know, we've done the tour with two of your very good friends, you know that, and we were talking about you, and I won't tell you everything they said, but I can say it was all good. It was all good. Total admiration and respect for what you've done and who you are.
All right. Shalom, everybody, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I wanted to have some morning coffee with you. I'm sure many of you here are at night. But because many of you keep asking me to give my input about the visit of Trump to those countries. The only true things we see in the screen is those colors. Everything else you see is fake. Hup, 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 Abdul, hup. Yeah, you have an army and you have soldiers to the point you cannot even protect yourself, and you are kissing the ass of this man to protect you. So what is the Middle East is about? You know, you guys never been there, most of you. As you know, I'm born in the Middle East. I'm a Middle Eastern. Supposedly, I'm an Arab too, and I speak Arabic. You know, not like Zakir Naik. Greeting, Prince. First of all, I went one time. You can talk about anything without mentioning my name. I have to remember you. I'm stuck. That's it. I mean, you're the best of the best. So, Trump visit to the Middle East start from the vision of Trump about how he see the Middle East. The Middle East for Trump is nothing but a place where there's a lot of milk, and he go to milk them. And the Arab, they understand that very well, that he see them just as a goat or a cow, and her belly is full of milk. So whatever, you know, Fox News, they speak about amazing, embarrassing, like impressive, all the madness. This is because all those countries, Saudi Arabia and Emirat and Bahrain and Qatar, they are enemies. We can say only actually Bahrain and Saudi Arabia are not. But Emirat and Qatar are enemies. Qatar and Saudi Arabia are enemies. Emirat and Saudi Arabia are enemies. And what that will mean, you know, at the end of the day. So those are three enemies. They have a bigger enemy. It's called Iran. The visit, it might appear it's about business, buying, selling. That is to make Trump come. You know, they knew that this guy is a businessman. He don't care for their garbage. In the same time, he understand very well their weakness and their strength. Their strength, they have a lot of money. But the same strength is their weakness. Because they have a lot of money, which is gas and oil, That made them a target. There is many risk involved in the Middle East. There is the Islamist, which is Emirat is fighting, Saudi Arabia is fighting, Qatar is supporting. Because Qatar, or the ruler of Qatar, he is a Muslim Brotherhood. So when Trump he come to Saudi Arabia and Emirat and Qatar, you will see they are competing about how they can show how much they like him. You know, the Arab, they have something unique about them. Just to give you an idea, if an Arab man, he got married, in his wedding, he brought, let us say, a singing band, like famous one. His cousin will be jealous and he will try to beat him in his wedding. So he bring more famous band. Because here the glory is not about how glorious we are to Trump, it's about showing off what they can do. And the same happened when Trump he went to the Middle East about money. So the Saudi, they said, we want to invest 600 billion. Emirat says, what's 600 billion? We will give you 1.4 trillion. The Qatari is the same. They want to buy 260 something, 70 something Boeing airplane. So they start competing with each other. Who is going to make Trump praise him more and like him more? Because all what they want from Trump is their protection. All of what you see about economy and business and airplanes, and even you see even the defense agreement, which is involved selling them a lot of junk. You see, all the weapon is sold to those countries are junk. Saudi Arabia failed to win the war against the Houthi. And the Houthi is nothing but a bunch of savage, even though they have long-range missiles from Iran, but that does not change anything. They don't have the base of a real army. They are just militant. Iran smuggle weapon to them, and even they open some small manufacturer to to assemble like drones and etc. Saudi Arabia and Emirat, even they brought Sudani army and they brought even mercenaries to fight the Houthi, and they fail miserably. The Houthi, remember, Yemen is in the border of Saudi Arabia. They were able even to attack the Saudi borders. We have like here, all this area is the Saudi border, and it's very, very, very exposed to the Yemeni attack or the Houthi attack. The Saudi could not do it. Emirat withdrew from the war with the Houthi, even though Emirat, they purchased the most expensive airplane, fighter jet you can imagine. They failed miserably to win any battle against the Houthi. Now, for sure, they killed a lot of the Houthi, but those Houthi, they make babies like ants. You kill 10, tomorrow they have 100. The only thing will work with them if you use, like mass destruction weapon. Trump, before he go to his visit to Saudi Arabia and the Gulf, he had to finish his business with the Houthi. We remember that just a few days ago, Trump, he announced that he will not attack the Houthi no more because the Houthi surrender. After bombing the Houthi for I think 3 months, horrible bombing. The Houthi, they have no choice except to say, okay, we will not shoot at any ships going by except the Israeli. Trump, now he is ready to come to the Middle East and show and stretch his muscles to the Saudi and to the Emirati especially, and say, I am the one who can save your ass. You could not beat them, I did in 90 days. Now for sure he can wipe them out all in one day, if you want. Not in 90 days. So the Houthi, they've been beaten massively, aggressively. He flattened the ground with them. They don't even dare to use cell phone. They don't even dare to go to supermarket. I'm not talking especially about the leaders. They lost their airport, their port, their ships, even airplanes are burned. Especially, I mean, whatever left, the Israeli finish it. So Trump, he did beat the Houthi for 3 months, and now he is ready to go to receive his praise from the Arab, who they are so much afraid of the Houthi, because anyone he disagree with the Houthi, they are going to send their drones against their refineries. And their drones can go all the way to Qatar and all the way to Emirat. In fact, during the war, enter Emirat with a drone, the Houthi were able to send their drones all the way to Emirat. And they attack many places in Saudi Arabia, including their refineries, and they cause a massive destruction. And the Saudi could not stop them until the American, they send extra defense systems to stop the Houthi from sending his drones. So we can say all those Arab countries who they claim to be countries, those are not countries, those are farms. Farms where a chicken grow and lay eggs. And this is how America see those countries. So those countries, they understand very well who is the one can really protect us from the danger around us, and that is the danger of Iran. Is it the Chinese? They tried the Chinese. The Chinese did not do anything because they cannot. Because if the Chinese, they will involve with the Houthi, then that will upset Iran, and Iran is a huge market for Iran. I mean for China. And China cannot risk it, because why they want to put their nose in something will cause them massively, will cause their trade a massive. The Houthi is not attacking Chinese ships. They will never attack one Chinese ships. So the Chinese, the Saudi, the Emirati, the Bahrain, they invited the president of China, hoping that China, during the time of Biden, will replace USA. And the same they did with the Trump, they did with the China. A huge welcoming, reception, amazing, blah, 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 promise, investment, buying, business deals. But the Chinese is not the American. And they cannot do what the American can do. No matter what, the Chinese they claim to be, they are not even close to what the American can do. The Chinese, they have no real presence in the Middle East. And their military is not capable of any action without losing big deal and risking big business. And because the Chinese, they are not like the same as the American, they have only one concern, is about how we can sell more. So they try to keep good relationship with all the enemies. So they are in good relationship with Iran, fantastic relationship with Iran, good relationship with Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, Oman, Houthi. The Chinese, they are the kind of, when I say Chinese, I'm not saying Chinese as people, or somebody his ethnic is a Chinese. Please remember that. I mean the Chinese government. The Chinese government is the same as whoever marry my mother, he is my daddy. Ethic is not part of their business. I'm not saying the American they have ethic. No, don't take me wrong. But everything they have is about I am a friend to everybody. I don't want enemies. Zero enemies, unless I have to. Like their problems with the Indian about land. So Chinese will support you from behind the scene if there is a benefit financially. Sorry, I'm still coughing. I will mute the mic if I'm coughing, so I will not bother you. Oh boy. So, as an example, when the Chinese they have a problem with India about land, they start sponsoring Pakistan, and they sell them a lot of junk. Like I was able to find out that 5 airplanes, I think out of 20, sold to Pakistan, they were not able to fly during the conflict with India, which means they are defect. It's a Chinese airplane. So the Chinese, they will support you from behind the door. They will never go to the front. They will never fight for you. They will never send army. Russia asked the Chinese for help in their war in Ukraine. The Chinese will never send one soldiers. They spoke to the Korean, their puppy, the North Korean, and the North Korean sent the Russian their need of soldiers. So the Chinese are backdoor player. They are not a front door. American are different. American, they have troops everywhere in the Middle East, in Europe, even in Asia. Their troops exist in Japan. Their troops exist, they have even in Taiwan. Like, let us say, not really like a basis, but they have existence. They have existence in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar, in Emirat. They have existence in Bahrain. They have existence in Turkey. So the American, they are massively ready for any war with anyone in a minute. They do not need to mobilize army. They do not need to mobilize weapon. They do not need to do anything. One click of a bomb, Trump, he can burn them all. Understanding this, those Arab, they have to pay jizya for protection. For them, he is just a Christian king with ultimate power, and they have to kiss his shoes to make him happy. And the only way they can make such a man happy is what? Money. So when he went to the Middle East, they are competing about how we can shower him with more money. And you will see how they are competing, Saudi versus Emirat versus Qatar. Each one of them trying to show him, you know what, here for you is better. And here for you there's a lot of interest. You need to protect us. Stay with us. All the business deals they signed are signed already, and there is no need for Trump to go there. Because remember, you know, buying like civilian airplanes from Boeing do not need the approval of the American government, as long as there is no sanctions in that country. It's a civil airplane. It's not a weapon. It's not a fighter jet. The government in USA, they can stop any deal of sale if it is involved weapon. You cannot sell weapon without approval of the government. So Boeing is just selling airplanes to Qatar. They are civil airplanes. What a big deal. They delay the deal until Trump he went there to make it look like it is a Trump accomplishment. So the Qatari and the Emirati and the Bahrain, all the deals they are negotiating with private American companies have nothing to do with the Trump. Period. They refused to sign the agreement until Trump come to give him a prize. Like Trump went back home with $4 trillion. In return for this advertisement for Trump, praising him for being the amazing businessman, he will give them their need for protection, including weapon and buying weapon. So whatever you saw in TV, like I saw how Fox News praising, amazing, look at the difference between Trump and Biden. This is true. There's a huge difference. We cannot compare. But all this propaganda of how amazing, it does not exist. Biden, he is not willing to protect anybody. Biden is an idiot. This is why the Chinese came to replace him. The Saudi, when they saw Biden is really going against them, especially after if you remember the guy who he went to the Turkish embassy, Saudi embassy in Turkey, and the Saudi, the crown prince, make him shish kebab, literally. He went to the embassy and they cut him pieces. And that by the command of the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. And here you see the irony that the American, they were attacking the Crown Prince for such a crime. But as soon they need, like the Russian war started, they start being so friendly to the Saudi and to the Qatari. Even Biden, he like elevate the relationship between Qatar and USA, because the Saudi, they were so upset from him. So he decided, okay, the Saudi are not, we don't have a good luck with them, and he's a potato, he cannot force them. So let us go and get closer to their enemy, which is Qatar. As always, they are competing. So here you notice that it doesn't matter how many crimes the Gulf they practice, human rights crimes. I mean, those are the countries of no human right, zero human right, literally. And you will see the European, the French, the English, the King of England, Trump, everybody praising them, how amazing they are. They are very amazing. They are warriors when they are potatoes. Trump, he spoke about the accomplishment of the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. For what? He built an entertainment town. It's not even in the size of a hotel in Las Vegas. And Fox News was praising how amazing, how they can do that. It feels like you are in America. This is the American who built it, it's not him. Long speech praising this Abdul, because we need, we want your money. The Abdul, he understands very well that Trump, he wants his money. And he have no choice but to praise him so he can get his support. It is a friend with benefit. We praise each other.
It took place exactly 8 years ago. The graciousness of the royal family and the Saudi people is really unsurpassed, no matter where you go.
Absolutely. I mean, the Qataris just gave him airplane $400 million gift. And this is what happened, by the way. They are competing with each other. So when the Qatari, they saw that the Saudi, they are preparing for a massive, let us say, welcoming and praise and etc. They said we have to beat them. Okay, I will do the same as I did to Erdogan. We have a lot of money. I mean, give him $400 million. So what? This is not even an income of half hour in the morning. Give him $400 million. And because he's greedy, this guy, he will never say no to money, even if it's 1 penny. Like, even he have fundraise. I mean, go fund me. And make America great again, buy my hat. His sons are making commercial to sell gold. So it doesn't matter how much money they have, they are hungry for money. This family, Trump family, actually all those who work in politics in America, they are money hungry. It doesn't matter how much money they have in their pocket, they are so poor. Very poor. Because they are poor in the heart and they are greedy. So they start competing, and here at Trump, he have to pay back, so this prince now will play this clip for the coming 10 years. Look what Trump he say about me. Same about the filthy scumbag of Qatar. Same about the ruler of Emirat. So he praised every one of them. He made him the greatest in the world. And the Arab in return, they will make Trump the greatest of all leaders in the world, and we give you the money. So what happened in the Gulf, it was a very nice show, far away from reality. All the business deals signed there is already done, negotiated with the private sectors, have nothing to do with Donald Trump. None of them. The only thing Trump, he gave them is the deals, the weapon deals, because he is the only one can approve it. The rest are fiction, which means it's already have to be done. Those Arab, they need to buy, they need to, you know, everything they have. I mean, it's bought from somewhere. If not from China, it's from Korea. If not from Korea, it's from America. If not from America, it's from France. Not France, from Germany. They have nothing. I mean, everything is made abroad. You see, we as an American, I assure you that the suit Trump is wearing is made in China. I mean the fabric. In the best scenario, it might be, you know, made in cheaper country, maybe Bangladesh, maybe India. So this country, we don't make a lot of things, but still, this country make the most impressive weapon ever. And this is the real industry of USA. It's not cars, really. It's not motorcycles. It's not TVs. It's not even computers. Even our computers made in China. We own the brand, but the China make it, the Chinese. So the difference between those Arab and the American are their own weapon maker, and they have the most powerful weapon. And when they sell weapon to the Middle East, they sell them junk. Like when we say F-16, this is not F-16 the American really won. They give them a little toy. It's called F-16, stripped from the most advanced technology. F-35 is not the same as the one we have in our in our Air Force. So they sell them junk, and by selling them this junk, they guarantee making money for the coming at least 15, 20 years, because this junk need maintenance, need parts, need, you know, they cannot even, they don't have engineers to fix it, to maintain. So when you buy airplanes, you have to purchase with it the service. So if I buy from Boeing, I have to purchase Boeing service. If I buy from Lockheed, like a fighter jet, I have to purchase the service, which is very expensive, including parts. And any second America get upset from any of those countries, they will suspend selling them the part. So the airplane is working this month, next month maybe will not, because one part is missing, is not working, and the American refused to sell them that part, and they cannot replace it. So the Arab, they understand that. The American, they understand that. The game is going on. We need a protection. All of this movie is to give them protection. And lately, because the Arab, they noticed that the Israeli became so aggressive, and they noticed that the Israeli, their arms is extending to anywhere. When they notice how impressive the attack the Israeli are doing in the Houthi, and the Houthi is way far than Saudi Arabia. So what they will do if they attack Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia will be in disability in 5 minutes if the Israeli attack. What will happen if they attack Emirat? This is why Emirat, actually, they rush into signing peace agreement with Israel, not because they like Israel, but because they are seeking protection. They said to themselves, the Israeli are the enemy of Iran, the Iranian are our enemy, the Israeli are not going to occupy us. What about we make a deal with them, including weapon and intelligence and technology? So the Israeli now, they are monitoring all this area, giving and sharing information with Emirat, including conspiracy against them, because the Israeli are the best in spying in the world. They have the best software to spy. They can read your text without sending you a text message. All what they need to do to know your phone number. Just imagine. This is why we see how impressive was the Israeli attack on Hezbollah, how they were able even to sell them even the pagers, how they knew everyone where he lived, even the ones that were hiding in Syria, in Damascus, in Aleppo, in every city. They hunt them like rats because they know who you are and where you are in 2 minutes. Hezbollah leader Nasrallah was hidden 14 floors under the ground. They hunted him. So the Arab, they understand that the Israeli now became really more scary, and they are upset, and they have the power. So they wanted themselves to be protected from two, from the Israeli and from the Iranian. Now America is not going to fight Israel, but America can subdue Israel to be nice to their friends. In the same time, America can deter Iran from even thinking about attacking those countries. And the next target of Trump is Iran. Now let us say, he bought his ground in the Middle East, he refixed it, he reestablished it again, and the next step is, are we going to invade and destroy the nukes of Iran? Because the Israelis are so desperate to do so. The only one is stopping them is Trump. And now Trump is using that card against Iran, saying to them, listen, you potato, you have to surrender all your nuclear facility, or else, even if I did not attack you, the Israeli will eat you alive. And the Iranian now, they felt the heat. The Gulf, all of it is in the pocket of a Trump. Syria, and this is another story, controlled now by #1 enemy to Iran. Those are the Muslim Sunni, the Islamists, and Al-Qaeda. Now, the Saudi, they asked Trump to release the sanctions in Syria. But I believe he was going to release it anyway, and that is a great opportunity for him to make it look like I did you a favor. Because they want to have their foot here in Syria, and they want to guarantee that whoever take over this area is not going to support the enemies of America, especially the Islamists. And the best way to control Islamists is to get them a terrorist president. Like the president of Syria right now, he's a terrorist. He will chop the head of anyone who oppose him with no mercy. So now, the president of Syria, which is nothing but a terrorist, he met with Trump. And I'm sure the meeting is not to shake hands and is not to lift the sanctions. Lifting the sanctions is what those people begging for. Because without doing that, this country and this government will never survive. In fact, the biggest reason for the previous regime to collapse is the sanctions of Trump. He suffocated them. So when Trump, he met with this guy, and even he praised him, he says he's tough. He's tough, for sure he's tough. He have a strong pass. He's talking about he's a criminal. And then he said, well, such a country need, such a strong person. So what they want to make of him, they said, okay, he's a terrorist. And now he is promising to be friendly terrorist to us. What about we turn him to be our dog? Instead, a dog barking on us or trying to bite us. So we will give him a chance, be our puppy, obey, and we will let you have bones. And this is exactly the plan of America. He's in charge, you like it or not. So what about, instead of going against him, and we do not know what will happen next, let us try him and see how it goes. This guy, he promised Trump that he will not only welcome American business, he will come and he will be so happy to see Trump Tower in the middle of Damascus. In other way, in order to confirm to the American that not only he is saying he will be their friend, he is willing to prove it. In order for them to guarantee the protection of America, what is best than making Americans put their money in Syria? In other way, they are giving their sovereignty or part of it to the American. The same already they lost some of it to the Turkish. The same they lost a lot of it to the, and some of it to the Russian. This is not really a government in Syria. It's just a bunch of terrorists. They are trying to make a government. And because they are desperate for support, they need, it's a must, to get the approval of America. All banking are forbidden to Syria. There's no SWIFT. You cannot transfer money. You cannot send money. You cannot take money. You cannot do trade. You can't even travel. They can't even fly their airplanes into international zone. Like only few countries allowed them to do that. Even Qatar don't dare to send them money directly. They send it under the carpet. So what happened in the Middle East is a total remake-up and preparing America for the coming step against Iran. So now in their pocket there is Syria. Even the Syrian regime, they put the pictures of Trump in the street. You can believe it? Al-Qaeda, they put the images of a Trump and the American flag in Syria. So now the American, by the help, actually by the accomplishment of Israel, not by the accomplishment of Trump, it was Israel who destroyed Hezbollah and caused the collapse, the physical collapse of the Syrian regime. And that made a vacuum in this area in Syria from Iran. So now the whole area here is totally subdued to America by the power of Israel. The American did not do any part in it. It was the Israeli and the Israeli only. So the Israeli, they cleaned, they did carpet cleaning in Syria. The Lebanese government right now is anti-Hezbollah. And slowly, they are eating the nails of Hezbollah, step by step, by the support of Israel. Hezbollah now even don't dare to say to the president of Lebanon, we are going to go at war with you because Israel is watching. Until now, actually, they are attacking them from time to time. So now, after Israel cleaned this mess here and created a new mess, but there's no Iran no more. So the threat of Iran is pushed far. The Iraqi government, they are terrified from the attack of Israel. So they subdued all the Shia militant, and even now they want to force them to give their weapon, and only the Iraqi forces, which is the official army, can be in the ground. So Israel did a lot of a change in this since October 7. And now the only one is left is Iran and the leftover of the Houthi, which the American, they wiped the floor with them in the last 90 days. They did not destroy them. In fact, you cannot destroy them because as long as there's population, they will keep coming back. But they taught them a lesson that you are so small to say no to us. And this is the whole picture, and the whole target is Iran. Iran is next. Trump, he will make sure that Iran not only will give their nuke and surrender it, nuke facility, he want to be sure that he want to take over the economy of Iran. He will, let us say, tie them up with massive, thick rope. And he will use all his pressure, which is very powerful. America is a very powerful country. One signature, they can suffocate you. And this is what's happening. Iran now is being suffocated. Biden, he left many sanctions in Iran. Obama left all the sanctions of Iran. Trump suffocate Iran. So Iran have a few months left before they are totally in big chaos. They are out of money. The Gulf is going to be always subdued to America. They get the message. And Trump is going to force all those countries not to do business with Iran. And soon Iran, they have either to say yes or no to Trump. Trump is not a warrior. He will not attack Iran. He will say, okay, Israel, Iran is yours. And we know what the Israeli can do. Israel is a very small country, very tiny country, but it's the most impressive, powerful army ever exists in the Middle East. In fact, I believe that Israel can fight any big country with nukes, and they will win. Nobody knows actually what the Israeli have. Nobody knows what kind of weapon they have, especially the mass destruction weapons. So Iran is no match. The Israeli made a big mistake during the time of Biden. When Iran attacked, they should right away take off their nuclear facility. But Netanyahu is as stupid as usual. That's why I don't like that guy. So I just wanted to give you an idea about what's happening in the Middle East and what was this trip is about. And all this, Fox News, how amazing, it's just a garbage. America is America. Nothing changed. 3 months ago, it was America. 3 months after, it was America. So America is always a massive power. The only thing changed is the man in the office. There's one is an idiot. He's a Sleepy Joe. He's not even the president. It was Obama. They are busy with the woke culture. They are not busy with Iran. They don't care for all what they are busy about, what is between their legs. Opening the borders so they can change the demographic of the country. They want to make America have zero American. And those new migrants, they will vote for them. Me, myself, as a migrant, when I come to the state, the first time I went to vote, the woman, she asked me, you have an accent. Where are you from? I said, I'm an Arab. She said, strange, Arab, because I told them I want to vote. This is the first time ever I vote. I said, I want to vote Republican. I don't know. I never voted before. I don't know how it worked. She said, strange. Usually Arab, Middle Eastern, they vote for Democrat. I said, I'm not stupid. You should see her face. She's Democrat. It's like I shower her with cold water. So the purpose of opening the borders is to change the demographic of America, and those who support the national, let us say, those who support America as American, they will be the minority. The Democrat, they don't care who is going to be in this country. All what they care for is those politicians to be in the office. And they are a gang. They will never leave. The same politicians who they are in the office for the last 20 years, 30 years, they are there. And if they enter when they are young, they will not leave until they are 70. Even after they die, they are still in politics. They don't care what will happen to the country. They don't happen if the drug... Who care about the drug dealers, about, all the gang? They just come. That's why Biden, when he come, the first thing he said, we are not going to close to our borders. Everybody is welcome. And then millions, they start pouring to this country. Because the whole purpose of this is to bring those millions. And then there is no American in America. Same what happened in Europe. George Soros' plan, no European in Europe, no British in England, no French in France, no German in Germany, etc. And now, many European countries, they start feeling the heat. Oh, we have to change. What a bunch of dumb, stupid people. So closing the borders is not because of Trump he want to stop only criminals. The Republicans, they understand very well what is behind this. It is the replacement act. They want to replace the citizen with a new citizen. A citizen who hate the white man. This is number one. A citizen who is not an English speaking. A citizen who will vote for Democrat. A citizen who support the woke propaganda. And if we can bring, if there is 20 million, they enter in 4 years into America. So what will happen if we open the borders for the coming 20 years? The whole world is coming through the borders, including ISIS and Al-Qaeda. So I don't like what Trump he do regarding money. However, we cannot compare between Trump and the stupid woke Democrat. The Democrats are the enemies of the American people. Literally. They don't believe in America. Those are woke people, hippies. They believe in open borders. They believe even their enemies is a friend. They go, you will see a bunch of gays shouting Free Palestine, supporting Hamas and holding the flag of Hamas. If they go to Hamas, they will kill them. They are out of their mind. They are very sexual party. And we should always be vigilant and aware of their plan. I believe strongly that the most dangerous in America is not the Muslims. It's not even ISIS. It is the Democrat. They have the mentality of terrorism. They chase you in the street, they beat you in the street, they attack university, they chase the Jews, they chase the Christians, they watch churches. FBI become an agency to watch churches. Not to watch Al-Qaeda no more. Not to watch ISIS. Not to go after drugs. No, to watch churches. Just yesterday, we saw the FBI ex-director posting a picture in his tweet or his Twitter. And this picture of a number, when I saw it first time, I didn't know really what that mean. I mean, what does that mean? What this number mean really? It turned to be this number is calling to assassinate Trump. It's a gang, let us say, slogan. They are very, and we know that he tried to kill Trump already twice. So it's not a fiction, it's a theory, it's a conspiracy. It is true. This is the scumbag at Jazeera TV. 8647 post. He posted and he said he found this on the beach. It's cool. He liked it. Calling to assassinate Trump. He claimed he found it, but I am sure he is the one who made it. 18, you have to sign in. Stupid Washington Post. 8647. They want to kill Trump. And this is the head of the FBI. If the head of the FBI, he think and he act in such a mentality, what about the gangs of Venezuela? The Democrat, they work so hard to convince as many citizens to assassinate Trump. Those who they are in politics, they don't want to do it because they will go to jail, they will be executed. So let us convince those dummies, those hippies, to do it. This guy, he should stay in jail for the rest of his life. It's not enough the crimes he committed during the time he was in the office. He is calling for the assassination of the president. And you know that the assassination of Trump will cause a massive chaos in the country, even maybe civil war. Because we know very well who is behind it and why. What a scumbag. Not only he posted, he say, I saw this cool shells. Cool. He knew what it meant. Very, very filthy man. I hope we have a good time together. I'm not going to keep you longer. I hope you enjoy your coffee with me in the morning. And if you like me to come from time to time in the morning like now, let me know. And you know, I see the Middle East differently from what people see it because I'm from there. And there's things you do not know. You know, what you see in TV is not really what happened there. And how people think there is how I think because I'm from there too. I understand my people very well. What they say to you about the Middle Eastern are very friendly is a big fat lie. We are the most aggressive, violent people in earth. When they say to you that the Middle East, they love American, that is a big fat lie. They pray for your death day and night. But for them, you are the beast who have to kiss his ass. If they say to you, whatever they say to you, in Fox News, anywhere, it is nothing but a propaganda. Praising the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Praising the Emirate ruler, the Qatari ruler. In those countries, if I am now speaking in Emirate, or in Bahrain, or in Qatar, or in Saudi Arabia, I will have 500 soldiers in the front of my house shooting me. Soldiers, police, not the crowd. For sure the crowd will come too. This is the reality about the Middle East. They try to show you shiny palaces. The Fox News was praising how big the palace covered by gold. What a shameful, trashy station. Is that what makes them great? Like, are we short of gold? Are we short of silver? Oh, look, women, they are not covering their hair. What a trashy TV station. Hey, Trump, Santa Claus is coming. It's all fake. We know that. They don't care for him. They don't like him. They don't love him. In fact, I am sure they hate him. This is the Middle East, my friend. It's the same as North Korea. Everybody cry when the president died. Everybody cry from happiness when his son took over. He is God. But nobody have a real tear. And nobody smile from his heart. That is the Middle East. Who dare not to smile? Who dare to oppose? If you go to those countries, are you going to find one article criticizing what happened? Inside the country? Never. Oh, it was perfect. It's amazing. Who dare to criticize in Qatar, from the Qatari, the ruler of Qatar for giving Trump $400 billion? Nobody. Who dare? So Fox News, like I wish I can find you when they were praising all those countries. It's very disgusting and very trashy and very low class and very naive. They're trying to convince you that those are wonderful countries when this is the most dangerous country for mankind to live. Human trafficking, slavery, killing, kidnapping by police. The police will kidnap you. And nobody will find you again. So I hope you have a better understanding of this game. It is a friendship between enemies. We have to friend them even though they are our enemy. This is how the Arab think about Trump. Why they shake their hair like that? This is their tradition. I don't make fun of tradition. I mean, this is how they dance. What's the problem? Like in Egypt, women, they shake their butt. In Emirat, women, they shake their head. In America, women, they shake everything. I mean, if you watch any American nightclub, you will see women, they are dancing in a very disgusting way. Extremely disgusting. Women bending over and her butt is coming up like a whore. So now this is the problem. They are shaking their hair. I prefer a woman shaking her hair 1,000 times, not a woman bending over and posing her butt, her ass in my face, like a whore. And then a guy grabbing her from behind and supposedly they are dancing. This is not dancing, this is prostitution. All right? Those women you see in nightclub dancing, they are not women, they are whores. This is not how a man should dance. This is not how a lady, you can dance. I'm not against you dancing. But dance is something and sex is something else. They are seeking attention, sexual attention. And then if a man touch her, say, see, he touched me. I will call the police for you. Suddenly she is a decent woman. So leave that part alone. They have their tradition. And for me, that dance is 1,000,000,000 times better than those hookers who dance in nightclubs. All right? I'm very straightforward in what I believe. I don't sugarcoat things. I love America. I joined the American Army. I support this country. I will die for this country. But there is things very stupid in this country. And we as a Christian, we have to be truthful, right? So when we speak against the Middle East about their behavior, if there's something wrong, we speak against it. But if there's nothing wrong with it, why want to make fun of it? They shake their head. This is their tradition. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? That is not a point of a criticism. Yeah, look at this scumbag. He is shaking hands. The devil next to Trump.
Position long ago, and it's been a lot of fun for me to see him rise. I also thank the many other Qatari government leaders who have joined us. And let me say to my chief
What happened to you, Trump? You are not able to read like Biden? I think the letters are not written in a clear way. Anyway, I hope you guys you learned something. And as you know me, I always say things as it is. I don't care who like it or don't like it. And it's not what you see in TV. The truth is totally different. All of this have nothing to do. Don't let your emotion involve. Those people, they are very concrete people. They have no heart. All those you see in the pictures, they have no heart. Trump is a businessman, but he's not a criminal. All those Arab there are criminals, literally. There's a lot of blood in their hands. This guy, the Qatari ruler, behind the killing of tens of thousands of Syrians from all religions, Christians, Alawi, Muslims. He is the engine of Al-Qaeda. Osama bin Laden will not interview any TV except Al Jazeera TV, which is owned by them. This is the hub, the money hub of terrorism in the world. Trump himself, just a few years ago, was speaking about Trump, about the Prince of Qatar have to stop supporting terrorism, and now he's praising him. Like, what happened? Isn't it you, just a few years ago, you came in the front of the White House speaking about Qatar. Let me find you the video. I mean, it's amazing, huh? How things change. It's amazing. The same Trump is the same one who was speaking against the terrorism of Qatar. And he said they are supporting terrorism in a high level. I'm trying to find you the video. Where is the video? Like, in case you have a short memory, you can look for the video and you can find it. How Trump, I don't know why I cannot find it. Let us see, must stop. Ah, here we go. This is your friend Trump. The one I vote for him, actually. Because still, you know, we need him. We have no choice. The same guy.
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism at a very high level. And in the wake of that conference, nations came together and spoke to me about confronting Qatar over it.
Who are those nations? Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain. So what happened? This was 7 years ago. Today, Qatar is an amazing country. It's a beautiful country. The ruler of Qatar is so good. He's so beautiful. He's so friendly. What? And the devil next to him sitting. So, in politics, don't be surprised with this garbage. Never be surprised. All right? Qatar, nothing changed. They are #1 supporters of Al-Qaeda and ISIS and all the terrorists in the world. But they are protected by their money. And they knew what Trump he want. So they gave him $400 million. Just let it go. Like, what is your, name your price. don't go after us. What do you want? So they gave him a lot of money, and now they promise that the American base in Qatar is going to be, they will spend more than I think $20 billion to expand it just for the sake of America, which means they will pay the money. American, they need to expand this base in a massive size, bigger. Who will pay? Qatar. So as long he is behaving with America and giving Trump what he wants, Qatar is safe. As long they need Qatar, as long the war between Ukraine and Russia and the sanctions on Russia are there, Qatar is in honeymoon with America. Because they need, I mean, Europe, they need their gas. There's not enough. The Russian sanctions, they cause a big harm to the economy and made Qatar flourish with money. So I hope you guys, you learned something today. And you don't have to agree with me. In fact, if you don't agree, usually I pin your comment against me in the top. But YouTube forbid me from doing that. They stripped me from the right. Imagine I have 200 something, 8,000 subscribers, but YouTube will not allow me even to pin a comment. Why? Because they want me to take a picture of my ID and give it to them. Verify your identity. Can you believe it? And they do that to me every few months. And verify your identity so we can send it to Pakistan and to Qatar. Isn't what Trump doing reducing the price of America? This is a different story. You see, American, most of our gas should be from America. So we are not the same as Europe. We do not need to buy Qatar fuel. So you are mixing things, Catherine. America have more fuel than Qatar, more fuel than Saudi Arabia. So what happened when those hippie, stupid Democrats, they came to the office, they start buying from Qatar and Saudi Arabia and Russia, but they don't want to use the oil they have under the ground. Why? Because they support climate change. Look how stupid they are. Aren't you burning oil anyway? Doesn't matter where you bought it from. So what happened when Trump came, Qatar cannot affect us. Qatar affect Europe, especially after the war with Russia. So we are independent. We do not need Qatar. We do not need Saudi Arabia. We do not need anything from them. We have more fuel than all of them together to the coming 1,000 years at least. Not 100 years. America is very rich. Even Canada. So what Trump he did, he used the common sense. Why the stupid you want to buy oil when we have oil in our backyard? Why we take our money and we dump it to the enemy when we can spend our money here locally and American will have jobs, American economy will improve, and gas price will become so cheap? So all what Trump he did, he used the common sense, not like those stupid Democrat. The stupid Democrat, they want to have everybody driving electric cars, but they don't have electric cars yet. And nobody can afford them yet. Like, who can afford Tesla? Can I afford Tesla? Democrats are stupid creatures. They are aliens coming from different galaxy. I could not find one of them he have a common sense of intelligence. They are dumb, they are stupid, and that's why, I never voted for Democrat. You cannot vote for them. You must be mental. The most dummy people ever you can imagine. They have a lack of intellect, a lack of intelligence, and they are violent, and they are dummy. Imagine they believe that having rings in their nose and their lips is the way to fight the conservative. Imagine they are teaching in the internet, if you put a ring, a piece of metal in your vagina, this is how you can stop the conservative Christians from taking over the society. I mean, this is how stupid they are. I cannot even believe that they are exist. Very weirdo, very stupid, and mental. Like there's a program in Sky News about the lefty. It's called Lefty Losing It. They collect, like always, a group of clips about how stupid those people are. Very, very, very weird, very mental. Let us go to the clip.
Well, or perhaps it all went pear-shaped when she posted. They heard as tickets for flop Cowboy Carter tour reached the same price as a McDonald's meal. Yes, she slashed ticket price.
Yeah, I wish I can find you some funny one. I mean, all of them, they are funny. And look.
The president.
Why are there no calls for impeachment? This is unacceptable. I will not live in an authoritative country. And now
She will not live in a dictator country, but yet she is attacking the president. I mean, do you see how stupid they are? If you live in such a country, how come you have a freedom, you are talking, you are insulting? I mean, they are just so dumb. Do they even listen to themselves? So stupid. If any one of you, if I am in charge of your life, and I decide to punish you, male or a female, what I would do? Do you know what I would do? I will make you to marry a lefty, a Democrat, as a torture for you. So you learn how to, until you repent. If you are a male, I will make you marry this woman. Imagine you open your eyes in the morning, you see such an idiot next to you in the bed. I will not live in this house. It's a terror. What are you talking about? Like, are you arrested for speaking your freedom of speech? You are supporting even Hamas. What those you are talking about? Ring in their nose, ring in their ass. Oh, this guy, he support Hamas. He's so happy.
Be eager for President J.D. Vance. Guys,
Cuts in Washington, D.C.
for the Democrats. Yes, I'm sure Donald Trump is terrified at this latest sham impeachment plan and just as terrified of this dude.
About the current issues, people are frustrated, people are angry. people are fearful about what's happening with the cuts in Washington, D.C., the
This guy, hardly he can speak 2 words in English. They put him in the Congress. I mean, I make fun of my English. It turned to be my English is Shakespeare English compared to him. With the fear of that country. I mean, go back where you came from. Let us see what you can say. Go back to Thailand. Go back to China. And then they bring you Ilhan Omar to give you about a freedom speech. A Somalian woman, her country support nothing but terrorism and drug dealers. Anyway, I hope you have enough for today. I was supposed to go for 15 minutes, but it went longer. If you like me to go in the morning from time to time to speak about things like this, like just a change of our normal topic, let me know. Leave your comment and tell me what do you think. And if you don't agree, I know so many of you will start praising Trump, he bring money, etc. Come on. Money is going to come because they need you. They are not buying your airplane because they are doing you a favor. They need your airplanes. The same as you are not buying the Chinese product because you are doing a favor. You need their product. Don't fool yourself and say, oh no, we made no. They have to buy your phones. They love your phone. In order to protect their sky, they need your airplanes. They need your Patriot. They need your missiles. They cannot even make a mosquito. I mean, sorry, not a mosquito killer. In Egypt, they made a manufacturer for needles, but they could not make a hole in it. So Trump is not the one making them buying from us. They have to buy from us anyway. But Trump, he knew how to play them. And they knew his weakness too, that he liked money. So let us say, exchange of cards. All right. Thank you very much for being here. And I hope you enjoyed your time with us this morning. And I have to say to you, good morning. May the Lord bless us, all of us, guide us, and not to be deceived by what you see in the media. Always be vigilant. Don't be naive. All those TV stations run by trillions of dollars propaganda. The one who is against Trump or the one is with Trump. None of them is being honest. Always put that in your mind. And the second you are honest, you will lose both. You will lose those who support Trump, and you will lose those who oppose Trump, because you are attacking both. Because honesty have a price. And this is why not many dare to be honest. If you want to be a successful businessman, you have to smile to the one you don't like, shake hands with the one you hate to do so, and even you call your boss sir, even though you think he is just a scumbag. This is called politics of money making. You go to work, you have an idiot who is your boss. You can't even see his face. What you can do? You will be rude. You will tell him that you are evil. You will tell him that you are stupid. You will tell him you made damage to the company. You cannot. The second you say it, you lose your job. So you say, sir, you are wonderful. Amazing. Oh, yeah. Because of you, sir, the company is running so good. You don't want to lose your job. And if you ever make him angry and he felt for a second that you disrespect him, he will seek revenge as soon as possible. So what do you have to do? You smile in the face of the one you hate most. And you call him sir. Life full of unfair and deception. And truthful people will struggle, and they will suffer, and they will face a lot of consequences of being truthful. However, being truthful with suffering is being 10,000 better than being untruthful and suffering still. Because maybe you will not suffer finance, but you will suffer self-respect lose. You will see yourself in the mirror, you are nothing but a hypocrite liar. And what a painful life when you see yourself, you are just a fraud. And you know it. That is the biggest lose for mankind. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And always remember, you can trust nobody but the Lord. He is faithful. He is truthful. He don't change. He keeps his promise. And he is holy. Mankind are not. They are not faithful. They are not holy. They are not trustworthy. They change. They are for sale. You can buy them. You can sell them. You can buy them. They are living, swimming, eating, breathing hypocrisy. And if there is one of them he don't, most of you will not like to listen to him, because he will remind you of what you live and how sad it is. But if you are a Christian who believe, you will never be sad, and those people cannot affect you, no matter how much they discriminate you, because inside you, you are victorious. The Lord, he taught us that they can destroy your flesh, but don't be afraid of the one destroy your flesh, but the one who destroy your soul. So don't let them take your soul. When you lose it, you lost everything. And as long our soul is with the Lord, always and always we will be victorious. God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya.